Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark and I'm all about psychology, tech and productivity, and I'm super excited today because we're going to be looking at the Keychron K3 Slim Mechanical Keyboard. It's just arrived. We're going to be unboxing this particular keyboard, taking a look at the features, the connectivity, and doing some typing tests and some initial impressions. Let's get started. So my current setup uses the Keychron K2 keyboard alongside the Logitech MX Master 3 mouse. I'll be doing a comparison video soon, so you can watch that as soon as it's available by clicking in the top right corner. So let's take a look at what's arrived. I also picked up the wooden palm rest along with the keyboard, so let's unbox that first. This is really nice. It's a lovely smooth wooden wrist rest with some rubber underneath that stops it slipping around. Now, spoiler alert, one of the reasons I've chosen to switch from the K2 to the K3 is that I found that with the larger profile K2, it has been causing some aches and pains in my wrists after long stints of typing. I'm hoping that this wrist rest combined with the slimmer profile is going to help. We'll soon find out. So let's open up the keyboard. It's really well packaged. I love this stealth black keyboard layout and holographic text on the front. And inside we'll find the key removal tool and some replacement keys and a really high quality braided USB cable to charge or connect the keyboard. There's some paperwork and a quick start guide. And here's the keyboard itself. So it comes in this plastic wrapping with a protective shield for the keys. And just straight away, I'm noticing how much slimmer and lighter this keyboard is compared to the K2. It's got a couple of rubber feet on the bottom, but no way of adjusting the height. It's just one single profile. And I think this looks really smart alongside the wrist rest. And on the back here, my thumb is just covering the port where the charging cable goes in. We have some switches that allow you to move from Bluetooth mode into wired mode and change from Mac to iOS to Windows setup for the way that the keys behave when you're using them. And it's worth noting that this is one of the only keyboards that is designed specifically with Mac users in mind. So along the top you've got your F keys, you'll also find commands such as play, pause, skip, etc., as well as volume controls on the keyboard, just as you'll find on the Apple Magic Keyboard. So let's give that a little go. And as you can see, this is a percentage decrease from a full-size keyboard. I've got quite big hands and we can see that there is a bit of crossover, but it's extremely comfortable to sit down and start typing at. Now you can buy this keyboard with the full RGB lighting system behind it, but I think that's a bit garish, and I know it does have a negative effect on battery life. And as you can see here, there is a dedicated key in the top right that lets you change the different lighting patterns. It's pretty clever stuff, but let's be honest, unless you're sitting in the dark, typing away into the night, it's very unlikely you'll use all but maybe a few of these. So I'm quite a fan of this soft strobing effect, which isn't too distracting. And you could of course just choose to turn all of these off if you want to conserve your battery life. And then here's how you charge the keyboard. It's straight into the back, just like a Magic Keyboard, rather than on the side, which is what we'll find on the K2. Now you can see here, if you look a little closer, the switches that allow you to move between the device setups. And it's worth noting, you can pair this wirelessly with up to 3 devices, including iOS devices. So if you count the cable connection as well, you could easily use this with 4 devices, which might be a mix of Mac, Windows and mobile devices. So before we do some recording of the typing noise, it's worth noting that I went for the brown mechanical gateron switches, and I wanted something with a nice satisfying click but without needing lots and lots of actuation force. So I'm going to switch the music off now and do a little typing test so that you can hear exactly how this keyboard sounds to type on. So overall, my first impressions are that I'm really happy with this keyboard, and I think I have made the right decision to move from the K2 to the K3. More on that in my comparison video. It's just quiet enough with the right amount of clickiness that gives you that general sense of satisfaction that you might be looking for when you're typing for extended periods. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, post any questions you've got in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. And I will see you in the next one.